What's up, everyone? Happy 2019. It's been a while since I've recorded a video for you guys, so I want to give you guys some extreme value and show you guys one of my favorite ways to find profitable products, okay? So we're going to walk through this. It's going to be live. I haven't done any pre-searching or anything, but I want to show you guys exactly what's going through my mind, what I'm thinking, and then this exact technique of how to find really profitable products that we can differentiate. Okay, that's the key in Amazon FBA for 2019. Okay, so I'm going to be using a tool called Helium 10. In my opinion, it's one of the best all-around suites for Amazon sellers. So let's get right into it and start looking for some products. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select whatever category we want to go into. We'll select that in a second, but actually what we're going to do is we're going to kind of tweak this. So this is an automatic product finder. It has a whole database. Basically, if you don't know how this works, it's a whole database of products, and then you can basically choose different criterias to pull certain products. Okay, so let's say we want to do about $6,000 minimum. Okay, for the product, let's do 7. Make it a little bit more worth our time. Okay, price, let's do $26. Okay, so we want that minimum price of the product to be $26. Review count, let's say 200, okay? And I'll show you why. Why we can have some higher reviews, and it doesn't matter too much. Okay, review rating. Now, this is really the big one that I like to change. Okay, so review rating, we're looking for low stars or poor quality products that we can improve and differentiate. Okay, we can make these products better because we know that they're going to have a 3.5 rating or below, so that means it only shows us 3.5 stars. Really not that good on Amazon. So if we can come into the market with a better product, we can do a lot better. Okay, so what else? I have some keywords I want to put in here just because I know like a lot of these keywords are just kind of junk keywords that kind of fill up some of your results. And we'll go through a couple categories, okay? So let's go into maybe office products first. Okay. Office products, we have 200 review count, okay? Rating of a 3.5. And let's say a max weight just for this one of 10 pounds. So we don't get too many results. Maybe we can... Let's see, I think we have a couple too many results still. Let's see if we can narrow some stuff down. Number of images. Let's take this number of images down to 5. Variation, okay. Why I'm trying to get these numbers down is because sometimes you just get too much information and you really can't go through it. So let's do a variation count of only 2. And I'm going to change this just because I have some other excluded keywords that I normally do for office products, which I didn't think of. I can put those in really quick though. Let's do something like sports and outdoors, okay? So same thing applies. Okay, so we're looking for those low stars. We're looking for the about 5 pictures, okay? So we know that it's not a great listing as well. And 10 pounds. I'm actually surprised this showed up because right there it says 70 pounds. That's kind of interesting. That is not 10 pounds. And let's make one more change. Let's actually get one. We want to say a review rating of 1 to 3.5. I want to bring the amount of results that we have down still. So we have at least 1, means it has at least 1 review on there. Okay, even if it's a 1 star, it's been reviewed at least once. So now we're going to start getting some products, as you can see on this right side, where their reviews are a max of 3.5, which means we can improve the product, okay? Now, let's actually come up here and do one more change. I'm still having too many results, and I want to narrow it down. It can be a little overwhelming if we have too many results. So let's say a review count of at least 10 as well. Okay, so what do we have? We're going to go through these. We have a Mongoose. That's a brand name bike. Helmets. I don't want to sell helmets. Sounds like a little too much legal issues. We're going to start going through these products, kind of seeing what we can figure out. Okay, so here's a fake decoy that's doing about $15,000. This is kind of interesting. Let's pull that one up. Okay. I don't know if that's a name brand, Mojo Outdoors. I don't know if that's a name brand or something for hunting, but we can still pull that up. Let's see. Heated sports baseball pitcher machine. No. Too many moving parts at the moment. Okay, clear square holder. That's kind of interesting. That might be actually a good product, pretty simple. And we could add to that, it looks like. Wow, it's doing that much and it has not great pictures. Okay, we're going to want to dive into these two products. Okay, let's go down a little bit low. Paintball gun, no. I didn't actually think we were going to find two products kind of right off the bat. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we can keep finding. Okay, 139 products. So that's a little bit more. We can actually look through that many products, okay? So Jackson, nope, that's name brand. All this stuff, paintball guns, I don't want to sell any of that. A couple, too many, legal issues, that kind of stuff. Thule, or Thule, however you say it, snowboard rack. Okay, I don't want to really compete against a name brand. Let's see what else we got. What else do we have? This folding chair's doing pretty well. I know there's a million folding chairs though, so we're gonna stay away from that for right now. 2-person sleeping pad. Let's look at this one as well. I know that there's sleeping pads are pretty popular on Amazon, but we can take a look anyways. We can kind of take a look at the market and see what's going on at least. Let's keep going. Let's try and go through at least 5 pages and get a couple products. Let's see what we got. Garage. Okay, SUV shelter. That thing must be huge. Huge. Let's see. Keep going. Portable mini electric skateboards. These things are going to be pretty popular here. I already know it. I think they use a lot of the same technology as like those little hoverboards or whatever. And I'm starting to see these more and more popular, but a lot of the lithium batteries and that kind of stuff are kind of troublesome. So, I'm going to stay away from that. Okay, see, there's your hoverboard right there, actually. Now, there's some rules on hoverboards, selling them on Amazon, so we're going to stay away from that. Once again, it's electronics. I'm not a big fan of selling in electronics. That does not mean that it's not a good product, because a lot of people make a lot of money. Anker, if you've ever heard of Anker, they're killing it in the Amazon space selling small electronics. So, you kind of have to find your own niche and what you like to sell, and then you'll really accelerate at that. Let's see. And sometimes, really going against... Look at this. This is kind of cool. What is this? Mini foam T-ball set for toddlers. Let's look at that as well. Man, not very great photos here. I think I'll be able to get about 5 products. And this is a pretty cool way of finding products, because we know that we can fix them right off the bat. Already we know that they're selling well, and we know we can fix them. There's a lot of stuff in a 3-star product that we can fix. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go to the bottom of this. If not, we'll just run with these 4. I really didn't expect to find 4 products that quick, but that's just kind of how powerful this actual method is. Because it's really concentrated down. Instead of, a lot of times when people do product research, they do really wide criteria here, and it's just too much, okay? So they're getting all sorts of products that don't really qualify really for what they're even looking for. So, the monthly revenue, we know we want to have a profitable product. We have a high enough price that we can make a profit on it. Revenue, review count, okay? So that it's had reviews, and it's also, still competitive, that we can get in the market. We'll have to, of course, take a deeper look inside of each market, but we'll do that in just a second. Let's see, what else do we have? Napkins. It's kind of interesting. Not too sure why that is in sporting goods. Foldable table tennis conversion set. That's pretty cool, but everyone loves table tennis. I think table tennis is better than pool. There, I said it. Let's see. Okay, so let's go through these products. As you can see, they were really concentrated down, and this is pretty cool. So we'll start with this one first. Pretty easy little set here. Insulation set. Okay. Photos aren't great. No lifestyle. Look how basic that packaging is. I mean, that's just the basic of the basic. Not really any good description here. Let's see if there's a lot of competitors. Okay, so the one thing that we can kind of see right when we scroll down is there is a lot of competitors with a very similar product. Okay, look at this. I mean, these are all, well, these are, okay, well, this is a couple brands that are actually advertising pretty hard. Let's go a little bit deeper in this. Let's pull the main minis for toddlers. Okay, this is the main keywords or close to it. We're gonna pull this up, and this is the, let's see exactly how much was this one doing. I could go back. This one's doing about $5,000 in revenue. I don't know why Helium 10 started doing this on their Chrome extension. Kind of annoying. Helium 10, if you're watching this, fix that because it's driving me nuts. But okay, let's look over this. Okay, so they're doing about $5,000. Not great, but if we go in here, we can see all the competitors. It's kind of an interesting product. Like everyone kind of has the same exact thing, which makes it kind of tough. Let's pull up more information. Let's get a wider view of the actual market. So we have Franklin in here. That's a glove. Okay, here's that foam T-ball. $30 price. Okay, 7. Let's see. These have 0 reviews. 0 reviews. Let's see. 600. Okay, not a great market. Maybe we're a little too mini foam T-ball set for toddlers. Let's say T-ball set for toddlers. Okay, maybe taking out mini was a little bit better. Okay, so that's also an example of being too exact with our keywords. So, you know, we're going to get different results as we use different keywords in there. Okay, so here is a little bit better of information. So we have Amazon coming in here, killing it with $50,000 of revenue, almost 2,000 reviews on that, man. It's a product that they're doing pretty well with, huh? Okay, so this one's doing $7,000. The next one down is doing $25. It's doing about $16,000. Okay, that's actually Franklin Sports. If you look at this one over, $2,000. Okay, so this market looks kind of spread a little thin, all right? There's not a whole lot of, you know, most people are doing around, you know, $2,000 to $5,000. This is Franklin once again. That's not even the same thing. Okay, that's $6,000. It would be an interesting product to look at, but it's kind of a thin market. Like, there's not a ton of people doing on the amount of revenue we want to do. Okay, so if most people are doing $2,000, you know, if we get a product in here, it may only do $2,000. It's kind of tough to say that, oh, we're going to be the number one, especially when Franklin is the number one, which is a name brand, and we're going to start doing, you know, $7,000, like this exact listing. So if all of these were $7,000, that'd be a little bit more promising than one at $7,000 and the rest at 2, 3, you know, 4, especially just coming off of Christmas. So, you know, they're probably not even that normally. Let's go a little bit. So, you know, let's move on to the next product. We're going to literally go through each one of these products. Double V, double wide, 2-person sleeping pad. Right away, that title is terrible. Okay, let's look at their photos. Okay, not bad. They have some name brand, polyester imported. It looks like they need some help on their listing. So let's say a double 2-person sleeping pad. 2, because that's really what it is. 2-person sleeping pad. Okay, so we're going to get some more information here. Let's make sure we're kind of in the right realm. A lot of these would be our direct competitors, you know. Actually, here's their product right here. A little different color, so they must be recognized at least. They do have a couple of the top listings. So they're doing well in here. Let's see. So we're doing about 7,000. Okay, so we can see our revenue is actually up kind of where we'd actually want to be. We have a little bit higher revenue. Where's our reviews? Our reviews, these are some higher reviews, but we could probably come in here and compete with these. We would need to differentiate, and that was one of the biggest things, is we'd want to go back on this product and see what everyone is having problems with. So, okay, we can see that we'd probably do all right. This one has 151 reviews, doing 16,000. This one has 53. Okay, it's just, look at that, just not very pleasing to the eye. Doesn't look like that good of quality. So let's go back on this product. Let's see what they're having problems with on this product. So there's a couple ways you can do this. I'm going to do the easy way because that's what Helium 10 does. It makes it kind of easy with the software they have. Okay, so the hard way is going through all of these manually, or having your VA go through them and really check out all the 1-stars and, you know, looking at and seeing what people are having problems with. Why is this not that great of a product? 1-star, 2-star, and I find 3 stars are actually some of the best information on products, because 1-star, usually someone's really upset and they just say, oh, it, you know, has a hole in it, I hate it. But 3 stars, people are actually kind of giving a little bit more of an honest review. Maybe they don't hate it, but it's actual gripes about the product. Okay, and we're going to use Helium 10, so we're not going to go through all these manually. This is one of pretty cool thing on Helium 10. So let's say we're going to get rid of the 4 and 5 stars, and we're going to get rid of the 1 stars just for now. Okay, so now what we can do is we can say extract, and it will actually pull the 1 and 2 star reviews. Only one problem. Okay, so that's kind of the thing I've noticed about looking at 2 and 3 stars, you know, is that it's kind of a little bit more honest reviews, I guess. It's not just saying this is a piece of junk, I hate it. It's more actually into the product. So not for side sleepers, only one problem. Okay, so we would actually read through all these. Bought 2, both popped within a few uses, so it looks like they're having some quality problems. Good for backpacking. Light and compact, but pointy on a curvy body. Okay, so this is another cool thing you can do, is we can see what words are being used in common on Helium 10. We used it at camping trip, so woke up with. So that's been talked about 2 times. Okay, so there's not quite enough reviews here to actually use this, or not enough information. But we'd come down here. Would love to love this. We bought this. Love this storage. I'm reading this review right here if you want to read along. Inflating it, super fun and easy. However, after we used it a couple times, it started leaking. Okay, so more quality problems. Reading this one now. Okay, so big deflation problems. Okay, so I'd assume kind of with any air thing, you're going to have some problems with that. Just with production, you know, loses air very quickly. I bought at Costco. Expensive and not self-inflating, so maybe that's something you could actually look at for this product. Okay, so a good product. I think we can find maybe something a little bit better. It's kind of cool. It has its own little compression sack. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's find. Let's go into this product. That's not a bad product. You know, obviously we saw that there was a lot of other. There were some other competitors that were doing well, and that, you know, that 2-person, the double sleeping pad is kind of a unique sleeping pad to just like the single. So, you know, we'd have to take a little bit deeper look and talk to manufacturers and see how we could change this. Maybe there's an upgraded model or something like that. And quality. I mean, it sounds like a lot of quality problems with this. You'd kind of expect that with an air product, though, you know. If it's air, you're going to have some that leak. Everyone knows when you buy kind of a blow-up mattress from anywhere, it usually leaks after a while. So let's go into this guy. Okay, 2 photos, which, you know, you should have tons of photos. This should be shown on a bookshelf. This should have the dimension shown. This should have all sorts of stuff shown for it. Let's look into some more history. Okay, we have other competitors advertised directly against it. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers again. Okay, so we have a $7,500 revenue, sales about 210, price $35. This is actually being sold by Amazon. Okay, this listing is really poor. As we can see, these photos are poor, and it has not great reviews. So let's go into these actual reviews. Oh. So we're going to look at the reviews and see what's going on with this product. Okay, it has some 1 stars. Let's look at the 1 stars this time as well. I suggest looking at both. Look at, look at the low stars and look at the good stars. Look at what people like about the product as well. That's important to know to make sure your product has that, For the price, okay. Low quality. So let's do the analyst right away. Okay, cracked. Okay, so it sounds like it has a couple of them came cracked, poor quality, 3 corners with cracks on. Okay, so we're having problems with cracking. So maybe it's a little cheap or too thin of plastic. I'm assuming this is a plastic product. We could, get a higher quality plexi or whatever. So let's take a look at this actual market. So once you find a product, you have to go look in the market. Basketball's a little clear square holder. That'll get me close. I don't know the exact keywords right off the bat. Okay, so we can see there are some other competitors. Right away, some look much better than ours. Okay, that's kind of a cool display case. Like if you're going to display a basketball, it looks like it has a little plaque holder. Let's see. Let's pull up some more information. Let's see how this market's doing. Okay, so wow. Look at this one, 94,000, whatever this is, Snap. Okay, display case. Now, the big thing seemed like quality was the problem with this. So, what do we have for reviews for these guys? We have some pretty low reviews. Look at this. 13, 12, okay. But let's see, what about some of the ones that are selling more? 94,000 has 94 reviews. Okay, that's our other guy. That's the one that we're looking at right now. Review count 120. So, looks like there's, this guy's the outlier. This guy's really selling a ton. Amazon themselves, and it's, we maybe want to take a look at that case. These guys, the rest of them are kind of low. Not my favorite. If we got a product in here and it was obviously way better, maybe we could get our product in that, $5,000 range. But it doesn't look like there's, tons of high sellers here. So this may be a little bit of a too low of a market as well. Definitely an opportunity in here. We definitely could make this better. I mean, add a little plate so they could put, so they could put a plate of who it is and what team and all that kind of stuff. So they could display that kind of stuff. Include the ball stand like this one has. We'd want to look through these competitors as well and see, okay, they included the ball stand. It looks like they even have that. Why do they only have 2 stars? Okay. So let's go into the next one. This is an interesting opportunity. We'd have to go deeper into it. We'd really want to add to it. And it sounded like the big problem was quality. Okay. Nobody likes getting a broken item. Mojo Outdoors. So I wonder if this is a name brand. This is a little fake duck for hunting, I'm assuming. Assuming those wings move. I do not know if this is like a name brand though. Let's see. It's go a little bit deeper. Mojo. I'm assuming this is a name brand. Let's try duck hunting motion decoy. That would be the exact keywords right there. So let's go deeper into it. These are selling for almost $80. Two different types. Let's see, how much are these guys doing again? That's the one we want. About $14,000. Okay. Reviews. We could go into the reviews. I'll just do those manually. There's not very many. Junk. Okay, what do we have? First one I received. Looked nice. Was excited. Okay, looks like it's having some problems with the batteries. Horrible quality. Okay, looks like it has some design problems with battery holder or something. Okay, these are all things we'd want to consider. Let's go look at the actual market, though. Okay. Mojo looks like they're kind of really in this market. They're dominating the top part of there, of the, you know, top of page 1. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. So they are really dominating some of the top positions right here. And they're doing a decent amount of revenue right here. If we look across, 7, 14, 5. What is this one? 17. How about these other companies? Let's make sure this is the same product. Looks like there's air and maybe swimmers or something. All right, the pains of struggling, of looking for a product, right? You know, this is really what you're doing when you're looking for a product. You know, you're just going back and forth. You're looking into it. You're pulling up your software. You're looking at keywords. You're pulling up the comments. You're seeing what's wrong with the product. But the best thing is using the product extractor, okay, or black box or whatever you have, and it, you know, kind of gives you some ideas of products that really need some help, that have the revenue there, but they spinning. Interesting. Wow, this is kind of interesting stuff. Okay, some lower product reviews here. Some lower revenues here. Is that an upside down duck or something? Huh. I don't know. I'm not a hunter, so I don't know anything about any of this stuff. Natural swimmer. Okay, $4,000. So this is kind of interesting. This would be a category I'd want to dig deeper into. You know, you can see that there was obviously some quality problems. They are some electronic stuff, which I don't really care for. But we could keep digging deeper and deeper into this product. Maybe there is, you know, there's these wing movers, but as we saw, there's a natural swimmer. So we could take a look into that. Okay. And of course, we need to talk to a manufacturer. We need to see what's patented. You know, this is really just getting those first product ideas. This product here, the basketball case, we could add a lot of value to it. You know, the volume wasn't great. It wasn't huge for the product, but we could probably do all right with a product in here. Now, differentiating and making that product better, you know, having that, you know, that stand and probably a nice little, you know, plaque that we could put, you know, I don't know, you could make, someone could print something and put it under the plaque, whatever, I don't know. You know, the deeper you dig into these, you'll have more and more people telling you what they do and don't like, especially when you look at like the successful products and then some of the non-successful products. Okay, this guy, we'd want to look into this one. This is interesting. You know, it's the double wide. We don't really want to see if there's an updated version or if we can make some more changes. If we could go look at other of the double wide mats and see what people like about those. And then this one, there wasn't enough volume. And that kind of, once we get into it, that can happen a lot of times. We can see that there's not enough volume across the market. And there's only a couple sellers that are doing, 7,000, but the rest are doing 2,000. That's kind of an indicator that that's kind of a weak market, okay? Not everyone can get up to that position. Maybe there's only that one person that's doing 7,000 and the rest are doing those 2,000 mark. And that's just, we don't want to get stuck at that 2,000. Plus, a lot of these kind of look the same unless we were able to really differentiate. But still, with all of those other products that are down at 2,000, this wouldn't be my number one product to kind of go look after. I'd start looking at probably this guy, and then the duck. So this is an awesome way to go through Black Box. It took us a second to kind of get that perfect criteria. We wanted to keep limiting it down, so we didn't have so many products to look over and be kind of overwhelmed. Just to sum it up, we had our monthly revenue, we had a price we wanted to target, we had our review count, so we said, hey, we want to know that people have reviewed this product, but not too many people, and we want that review rating, so we put 1, so at least it has 1, someone has ranked it, and then up to 3.5, so it means that we can improve that product, but it's still selling well. Even with a 3.5, it's still selling well at $7,000 a month, okay? Variation count, because sometimes I don't like looking at products that have too many variations. It can get a little muddy, or sometimes the results won't be correct because they have so many variations. Number of images, we know we can improve that listing as well. The weight, we just did that to kind of bring down our search results. And 10 pounds shouldn't be too bad to ship. So yeah, guys, this is one of my favorite ways to go look for products, is look for products that are selling well but can be fixed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know this is a little bit longer of a video, and I hope you guys stuck around this long. So if you did enjoy this and it helped you out a bit, make sure you comment, like, join the Facebook page. We have a Facebook group down below for everyone, really helping out Amazon sellers. And then there's also some free templates down below, free for you guys. Really help you out trying to get a hold of those suppliers. So guys, I will talk to you later, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this.